Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, we talk about all things fandom on this channel, and we talk about it all in a positive way. If that's something that appeals to you, you know you've come to the right place. We're so happy to have you here, friend, and guess what? Today also happens to be Sci-Fi Sunday. Every Sci-Fi Sunday, we talk about all things sci-fi, fantasy, and comic book related. And today we have to talk about the latest rumor regarding the MCU, because apparently Avengers Doomsday might be getting a title change. Or is it something else? Let's jump right into it. Alright, so if you've been following the MCU for any amount of time, you know that the second you put Avengers in a title of a movie, you have a box office success. That has been MCU's bread and butter for almost as long as the MCU has been around. We started off with Iron Man, that was a critical success and kicked everything off in a way that allowed the MCU to continue and be the longest running franchise in cinematic history. So with that being said, it's no shock that Avengers Doomsday is making big news every time it's mentioned. And the thing of it is that we've seen before where the Russo brothers will actually do something crazy. They'll say, hey, look hard at something, and you look hard and it's a hint as to what is to come, what is to happen in their MCU movies. They did this with the Endgame movie. Before the title Endgame was actually ever breathed out loud, they said that you need to look hard at this Instagram photo that they had. And once you did, you could see that Endgame was written on it. At least, that's what a lot of people say. I talked to a lot of people who really didn't see anything in the actual picture, even remotely looking like Endgame. But a lot of people claim to have looked at the picture and been able to see what the title would be. So there you have it. It's not an uncommon thing for them to do. This is on check with what they've been doing in the past. So what happened recently has a lot of people talking. But there's more to it. If you remember right, a few weeks ago, they announced that one of the spots that was going to be a Marvel movie was no longer going to be a Marvel movie. Instead, this was going to be The Simpsons 2. This movie was now going to be The Simpsons 2. That was going to take the slot of this other MCU movie. Well, that's part of the whole thing here, because now they dropped this photo. And once they dropped this photo, everybody started pondering what it could mean. Is this another thing where they are telling us to guess the title, that Doomsday is getting a title change? Well, this wouldn't shock me at all. And this wouldn't shock me at all because there is a movie that's actually titled Doomsday. There's been a few movies over the years that have been titled Doomsday or have Doomsday in the title. So I don't see where this would be a huge shock for them to change the title, but what would they change it to? And this actually is being pondered by everyone because the Russo brothers posted yet another black and white photo on their Instagram page on September 30th of this year saying, look hard. That's the caption. And this recalls their cryptic in-game photo that they posted from 2018. Now, here's the thing. The image shows the soundstage with the lightings and triangular structures and a seated figure, sparking widespread speculation as to what this means for Doomsday. Now, that's the whole thing. That's the picture. And now all the people are going crazy trying to figure out what it means. So what exactly could it mean? Some people have spotted a TVA in it. That's right, TVA. So I could see that playing a part in it. I could see that being a thing, but I don't think that that's going to be the title change. I don't think that they're trying to hint as to what the plot is. Then you have some people that have posted a couple silhouettes, claiming that there's a silhouette of Doctor Doom, claiming that there's Avengers, Doctor Doom, Fantastic Four, and X-Men. So yeah, okay. Then there's some people that have posted this picture talking about Carol. That's Carol as in our Captain Marvel. Now, both of those are good. Both of those are wonderful. I don't think that they tell us a whole lot. If Captain Marvel's in the movie, good. If all the stuff in the silhouettes proves to be in the movie, that's not a major shock. Someone posted this saying Wanda. And with Wanda, okay, that's a big one. However, it's not a shock. We already have been told that Magneto's going to be in it, that Magneto's going to have family in it. In fact, I did a video addressing what was kind of rumored to be going on with that, and you can check that out in our MCU video library. Now, another one that people have posted is this one, where it's the 3 claws. I actually redid this picture for you guys to kind of show you, but this is what people are saying, and it's any variation. Some cases they show it over the little stars that are on the wall. However, the thing is that this also doesn't tell us anything. It's these 3 lines, and it's supposed to mean that Wolverine's coming back. That's really not a big thing. I don't know that that really matters. That could mean that he's in the movie. And I kind of thought he would end up being in the movie anyway, despite the fact we haven't actually got confirmation of such. Then you have the people that are saying it says AVX. AVX, like Avengers versus the X-Men. And that would be so epic. That's kind of what a lot of people thought this movie was going to be. Then this movie is going to be setting that up. And sure, you can make it so that that is this movie. You can make it so that that is legitimately this movie where they have to kind of deal with Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom is the enemy, and the whole thing going on with the Doomsday plot is still at play. But the X-Men would be going up against the Avengers, and that would make everybody go crazy. Just the simple fact that that is the title would probably put so many more people in those seats. But then there's also this. If you look at where the lighting is pointing down, you can almost see 3 A's. Now, what would 3 A's mean? Well, that's kind of the crazy thing, because remember, there was a Marvel movie slated in between the 2 Avengers movies, and now that's missing, now that's not there, now that's a thing. Okay, guess what? Maybe that is the deal. Maybe, just maybe, that movie that was supposed to be in that time period is not in that time period anymore, because they're putting a 3rd Avengers movie in its place. Now, that could be the thing, because the Simpsons movie was announced to be in that spot. And sure, they could move the Simpsons movie to a different spot. They could actually keep the Simpsons movie there. I don't know why they can't keep the Simpsons movie there and have this movie come out at the same time. It could be the same week. I don't see why it couldn't. But the movie slot that it was supposed to go in was given to the Simpsons. The Simpsons could move ahead a week, could move behind a week, or the movie in between there, this new Avengers movie, could actually be put in that spot somewhere on either side of that release date. And that would be great. We would be getting 3 Avengers movies in 1 year. So those are the theories that are going around. And I personally do like the last one. I think that one is the one to beat. I think that if they announce 3 Avengers movies back to back, we're going to be so excited. There's a lot of story to tell in those 2 Avengers movies we were going to get. So if you're putting those 2 Avengers movies out and you're giving us more story in regards to that by giving us this 3rd movie, I think that's a win. I think that is what they're actually going to end up doing. Whatever they do here is going to be great, because the Avengers movies have spoken for themselves over the years. Every single one of them has been a box office success. It is MCU's bread and butter. But that, my friends, is where I would like to leave it off to you, because I'm curious as to what you guys are thinking about this situation. Do you think that it's telling us a couple plot points, like in All the Shadows and other things, kind of laying out what the movie is going to involve? Do you think that it's telling us that people are going to be in the movie, like Wanda, Carol, or even Wolverine? Do you think that it literally means we're getting a name change? Or do you think that this actually means that we're getting 3 Avengers films in a row, which would be really epic? Whatever you guys are thinking, I want to hear all of your ideas, all of your thoughts. So make sure you leave me that comment in the comment box below. Make sure you share this video with all of your friends so that they can be a part of our crazy conversation. Then, if you like positive content in your feed, you're going to want to let the algorithm know. So go ahead and hit that like button. It really does help the algorithm to know that you like positive content. And you'll get more of it in your feed, in theory. So go ahead and hit that like button. And then, if you're enjoying our channel, you're going to want to hit that subscribe button. And right next to that is the notification bell. You're going to want to hit that so that you never miss a single video we do. Because at the end of the day, friends, I know it and you know it. Fandom is family.